Alright, here we are. Perfect. Here we are once again to bring you the best of the best, the most forgotten real-time strategy games of all time. We continue with Heroes of Annihilated Empires. Sorry that today I'm a bit late. Had to do some translations. So this is day number 10 of gameplay for Heroes of Annihilated Empires. We are playing it on hard mode, as you all can see. And I honestly thought that on Friday we would be doing the final analysis once and for all. Well, that's not the case. Apparently the game still has even more content to be finished. It has a lot, much more content to offer. Another thing is that this game has another campaign, which is the Undead Campaign, as I mentioned on Friday. Well, but it's been 10 days of gameplay. If we play the Undead Campaign, it would be 20. If we somehow consider that the Undead Campaign will be as long as the Sylvan Folk campaign, so that would be 20 chapters of gameplay, and I've pretty much analyzed all of the aspects that the game has to offer: the gameplay, the pacing for the different missions for the campaign, the objective variety that they have, the different scenarios. I've already explained all of the flaws that I've encountered, among them the lack of a cohesively developed plot, the fact that, for example, there are a lot of balance issues. Clearly the game was not prepared for these heavy RPG elements and these baseless exploration missions. It's a common flaw that I've been mentioning endlessly for games developed in this bracket of years, let's say the early 2000s, 2006, all the way to 2010, and even more. The lack of properly structured baseless exploration missions. When the developers have to create a mission in which you should only control your hero unit, in case they go for the classic Blizzard hero system, that was pretty much the role model for all of these games, what they religiously tried to copy. They had a lot of troubles when structuring those baseless exploration missions, as I call them, in which you just use your hero unit. Clearly the game, this one particularly, was designed with the skirmish mode in mind. It's a common flaw that I've seen repeatedly. Now, other issues, well, I've praised the gameplay, the smooth pathfinding for the units, everything, all of that is on point. Maybe the base building mechanics are a bit simple to my taste, but well, they're a bit simple to my taste. The upgrades and those things, for example, you only have 2 unit types. That's another thing. There's a lack of unit variety. But well, if you've been following the series, you pretty much know which ones of these takes on this topic or on this analysis for this particular game, which ones of my views you consider correct or not. But well, I try to be as neutral as possible and as objective as possible. So well, we'll continue playing up until we finish the Sylvan Folk campaign. I originally had another game prepared for tonight, but well, first we have to finish this one, get to the final analysis, and then we can proceed with the next game. I've already selected the game. The positive thing of all of this is that with the long campaign that this game has, it gave me a lot of time to think about the future underrated gems that I'm going to showcase for all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, okay, let's simply continue. Besides, I forgot to mention on Friday, it took me so much time because we were doing a boss fight which was absolutely brutal. You can check it out if you want to see me suffering. Pretty much that fight was brutal. I will no longer explain all of the gameplay mechanics for the game and everything, because I've done so 10 times, because I have 10 VODs, so you can check out any of those. Basically, it has light RPG elements. We'll just get to the gameplay. Some scenarios are baseless exploration missions. I've been criticizing that, and some of them are, well, almost none of them, only 2 or 3 were classic skirmish modes for the campaign. Thank you for your help, stranger. Where are you from? I don't know what happened after we could beat that boss. We ended up coming over here. We have the Crown of Elements, according to the lore, or the more or less... yeah, more or less the plot that the lore is trying to construct, but clearly there isn't a cohesively developed plot. But well, the Gems of Power. We are looking for the Gems of Power. Just know that. Yes, another thing I've been criticizing is the fact that the pathfinding for the naval units, it's pretty much the worst you'll ever encounter. Probably the worst you'll ever encounter, like in all of your gaming career. Well, on Friday, if I'm not mistaken, I lost because there were 3 dragons. So the guys watching this as a YouTube bot must think, well, you lost your memory. No, it's that it's been a whole weekend. Anyways, I more or less remember that there were 3 dragons and they destroyed my boat, and because of that you instantly lose the whole mission. I'll have to ask you to be patient. As I've been mentioning, the pathfinding for the ships, for the naval units, is pretty much terrible. It's difficult to disembark your units. It's difficult to set a drop-off point for your units that are aboard your ship. Let's see what we can do. We have to go to that island and talk to that guy. Pretty much, it's pretty much indicated over there. Let's see if we can attack those things, those cyclops, as we get off this boat. Let's see if we can get off this boat. Well, I guess there we go. There we go. I'm pretty sure there are worse pathfinding systems for ships in all of the history of real-time strategy, but this is one of the worst. One of the worst, that's for sure. Let's go for wind arrows. Yeah. Maybe kill someone there. Oh, right. I don't know why. Ah, it's these guys that are somehow walking like that. What are these units? Dwarf marksman. Alright, so we're controlling dwarves now. Why is it that these guys are not attacking us? There we go. Well, actually, that's not positive for us, but well. So, apparently the game has a third race, dwarves. But well. I don't think we'll get to explore the base building options and the skill tree. Or, sorry, the civilization tree for the dwarves, but well. Maybe we are lucky. Let's see.
What has brought you to our shore, stranger?
I was told that your nation possesses one of them.
Do you know where I can find it?
One.
I've heard about it, yeah, but I have never seen it. You must get to our ruler.
Souls have
Souls have attacked our lands. Souls? What are they? A malicious tribe that lives on a flying island.
Ah, Shambhala, like in Uncharted 2. Truly, are we gonna find Shambhala? No, so he's discovering kind of like gunpowder. Elhand, okay. So the elves don't know about gunpowder. Look at that.
They are machines that can strike your foe with heavy iron balls from a great distance. They will make your way to the capital easier. I understand. Let's go!
Another thing I've been criticizing is that the game, if you pay close attention to the soundtrack, it has only one single soundtrack for the whole game. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. In case you haven't watched previous gameplays of mine. Like what you are listening to, this soundtrack, well, it's the only one the game has. No, it's not an exaggeration, it's always the same. You can check out previous gameplays and verify that I'm not lying to you at all. It's the only soundtrack in the whole game. Well, what do I have to do? Produce an arc. Also, there are no objectives. I mean, there are objectives, but they are not indicated. You don't know what to do, actually. Cannons. What do I have to do? He told me to use... What? None of these are production buildings, and they are not under my control, so we have to go. We have to go at once. Don't worry, when we get to the final analysis, I will slowly go one by one regarding the flaws. I should probably write them, just so I don't forget about them. But, well, I should probably write them down. I trust my memory once we get to the final analysis. I want to finish with this so we can proceed to the next game. Maybe, I don't know, on Thursday, or I don't know. Maybe we can do it earlier at this point. But well, we have to finish the game, no matter what. Let's save, just in case something stupid happens. For example, a dragon destroying my boat, as happened on Friday. I was extremely tired, though, to be honest, because of that boss fight. Let's do this. So they take this is see what I mean? You have to kind of like babysit the ships. There it is. There's a dragon there. Come on, attack that dragon. You stay there. Attack that dragon. Is it a dragon? Flame dragon, yeah. Come on, get rid of the dragon. Why don't you do that about with the first one? There we go. Okay. I was beginning to think. Come on, the first one is attacking us. Oh, enemies. Somehow. Yeah, they are like rocks. They are like there's no interaction between boats when moving. You know? Like, once a boat reaches its destination, it kind of like becomes a solid statue, and it doesn't move anymore. I think we have to disembark here at this point. Disembark, come on. Get out of here. There we go. And hopefully this will lead us. I'm not doing that again. I'm saving just in case they kill my hero unit, because this is like a group of islands and I'll have to constantly use Crown of Lament. We are already level 94. Maximum mana 119. Mana restoration plus 10. My god. Movement speed plus 10%. This is a tough decision. Sorry, tough decision. Tough call. But this one has -5 health regeneration and -90 health. Well. No, I'm not using that for now. Ring. This one is good though. 12% movement speed. This one will remove the wedding ring, and we'll add Master Bowman's ring. This one has +1 health regeneration. This one has +15% attack rate and +5 movement speed. Our movement speed is like absolutely incredible. 181. We should be even faster. Alright, more. These are dwarven constructions, sorry. Where was that guy? Ah, a dragon. And we don't have boats. I should have brought them over here. Elhan, get rid of them. We'll go for that and for Berserk. Now, is it me or the dwarves are slower than the archers? That the when compared to the elven units. There we go. I could have sworn this was the place. Where are those boats? Trying to figure out what to do. They're still trying to figure out what to do. Stay over here. While they do that, hopefully they will understand what to do. Let's talk to that guy. Give me a flying unit. Whatever. Whatever. They are getting a bonus. Now what? See what I mean? Shipyard. See what I mean? You pretty much don't know what to do. You have to guess. Oh well, here I can train. Units. We're being attacked. By what exactly? Ah. Bring the transport ship over here. By flying... Are those flying ships? Yes. Alright, so we have to go that way. And there's the objective as well. Okay. Alright, so the transport ship is over there. Come over here. Could you get aboard that ship, please? Oh damn, no, they can't. There's kind of like a cliff there. Damn it. Here? How about there? Right. Back to that inner shore. In the meantime, let's try to... Sorry, but it's the way the ship pathfinding works in this game. It's pretty much the worst I've ever seen. Alright, let's clear that shore. They're attacking, they're laying siege to that shore. Yeah, I realize it. I know it, but there we go. Just move attack over there. Kill everything. No, what are you doing? Here. And the pathfinding for the ships is so bad. And that's strange because this game has pretty good pathfinding for ground units, but ships, they're a whole other story. All right, stay over there. We'll go to you. Don't think that much. Clearly, it's not your greatest talent. Can we destroy the dragon that is... hello? Hello? Could you attack the big and dangerous dragons just as you were attacking the other ships, please? Hello? Hello, please attack the dragons. Hello? Attack the dragons, please. Well, they didn't want to attack the dragons. Clearly they are members of PETA. What are you gonna do? Yeah, it's their principles. They are members of the PETA. It works like that. What are you gonna do? Those are their principles. They don't attack animals, in this case dragons, regardless of the fact that they are digital in this case, but well, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's see if we can board that ship. Alright, see that it's a very specific point that actually allows us to board the ship. But no matter, the shore has been saved. Let's scout the terrain over here and let's see what we can find. Pretty much I don't see anything else, so can I control that thing? It's not mine. So pretty much I think this is the final. This is the capital city for the dwarves. Pretty good. Look at that. They have their own telescope. They have their king here. Geomancer. I mean... See. Look at that. It's going around in circles, I believe. Well, no, it's not their king, that guy, but well. See, look at this. Look at this. This is perfect. Look at this. Here. You can see. Here are my hands. Here are my hands. Look at this. See what I mean? This is a clear example of what not to do. Before including this, if you're going to include this, it's better not to include that at all, because you could see it. It's frustrating, it's stupid. If you can't handle the pathfinding for ships, whatever the reason may be, simply don't include it. Why that terrible gameplay decision? Let's see how it reacts here. The rocks. Okay. Going in circles again. Damn, I can't... No, the funny thing about the ships in this game is that the pathfinding for ground units, you could all watch. You could all see it, sorry, during my previous bogs. It's perfect. Ground units, they are perfect. They have perfect pathfinding. I can't understand how there's such a huge difference if it was developed by the same company between ground units and I don't know, let's say, yeah, ships, naval units, maritime units. Are you the lord of these lands? Yeah, it was the king. You know, do you possess the gem of power?
Why would you need the gem, stranger? The undead ruled by Necros-Horan have risen from their graves on our island.
Ah, so the elves live kind of like in a different island in this game.
I've learned that only the crown of elements with the gems can destroy him.
Pretty much without any kind of plot development regarding that. I've never seen the crown. I just killed a boss last time and apparently I got the crown.
So you have found the crown?
Yeah.
We believed it was just a legend. The great Octon flew away from our shores long ago. And I never thought that it would be found. You must know that the gem is the very reason why Saul's attacked us. Do they want to take possession of
That's a nice deal.
Your words make
I would take those odds.
Where will you sail next? I shall find the rest of the gems. Do you know where I can find them? One belongs to the Heroes.
One,
The lands far to the north. Sadly, the souls possess.
two more gems.
If you try to sail to Britain, the Shambhala will try to destroy your ships. I will give you the gem and an ark with a crew. They will take you to the Northerners.
Oh my god, this is getting better. This is getting better by the minute, ladies and gentlemen. This guy will now give us command of flying units. There are two options at this point. Because you see, it's a 50-50 possibility. If the ground units have a perfect pathfinding, and the naval units, the ships, have terrible pathfinding, which kind of pathfinding will the flying units in this game have? Which will be? Well, we tried the Pegasuses, but those were kind of like small, so I don't think they count. Let's see.
Answer one more question, stranger. A long time ago, a large group of my people escorted Great Octon and the crown of elements away from our shores. If you have truly found it, so you may know something of our king's lot. Yes, I have seen them and spoken with them. The dwarf tribe lives under the World Mountain, which towers above the very heart of my island. The undead have invaded our lands now, and your race is in peril. If this is true, we must help them to return to their fatherland. A new ark has been recently built in the dockyard. It is huge and can lift many dwarfs into the air at once.
Alright. Is it mine? Can I control it? Ah, no. Let's see. Excuse me. Excuse me. Over here. Coming through. I think it will come to us. Or not. Or maybe it will simply ignore us completely. Now I'm a bit lost. This? Coins? Here? Or is it just kind of like an environment? There's another one there. We'll have to explore the city. Oh, this is our chance. This is our chance. What do we have here? To get some new gear. We're at the capital city of the dwarves after all. Let's enjoy the services, the accommodations. Let's see what they have. Sniper bow, 20 damage, 120 firing range, 10 damage. Well, this one adds 10 more points of damage. I don't have 1700. I wasted everything on potions, I believe. Sorcerer's robe, we already have that one. It's the one we have. Blade, no, I don't like blades. Whalebane, that's the one we're using. Purchase price, selling price, 260. It would still not be enough to get sniper's bow. Damn. What else can I sell? Magic, maybe. No, I don't believe so. Yeah, that's another thing. You kind of like have to visit the the exact same type of shop. What's that? Alchemist Lab. To sell your stuff. Which is the one that... Alchemist Lab. Alchemist Lab. Yeah. Maybe it's not there. All of you, wait there while I buy some things. Damn, this place is huge. Well, it's the capital city after all. There's our transport. 8,000 health. Alright. Go over there then. Go over there. Wait for me there. Let's see what we have here. Nothing. Well, that one is kinda... Why can't I get... Why is it that I can't get this one? Look at this. Anyways, it has 8,000 health, just as the other one. Damn, they should have gone for something like 1600, not 800. Let me think. Yeah, 1600. No. Or what am I saying? 16,000 or 8,000 instead of 8,000. Sorry. I just had dinner. I always say the same. That's the thing. Besides, I think about other things. I'm kind of like... What the... Look at this. This is literally the edge of the map. They forgot to program the water. The water here, they say, well, whatever. It's the edge of the map. You better understand it. Gem of Mechanics. I need to buy that bow. What could I sell? I need 700 more because if I sell whalebone, a selling price 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that's either my death sentence because I just sold a lot of potions. Anyways, I have 11. Or well, I don't know, but I'm getting the bow. I'm not leaving this place without the sniper's bow. That's 10 more damage for us. 100%. No, I've already tried that one. No, I'm not giving up that extra 10% movement speed at all. Let's go. I assume that one's mine. I still cannot control that thing. Alright, Elhand, we're waiting for you. Sorry for that. Elhand heads to the northern northern lands in the Flying Arc. Look at that, there's a happy dwarf over there. Oh, looks like there are no flying units. Don't worry, that will be fixed in a matter of seconds. Sorry, I said 600 instead of 1600 instead of 16,000, sorry. Oh. Is that thing going to attack us? Or what? Can I control it?
If you seek the gem, you must gain entrance to the palace.
These are like Brighta or whatever they were referring to, the third civilization. I mean, except for the undead. Or on top of the undead.
But make haste, or the souls will be there before you.
Can I control that thing? No.
I've never seen so much snow. The climate in these northern lands is much colder than the winter in Athens. Moreover, they are also inhabited by odd creatures.
Gremlin. Gremlin, look at that. This is like visiting Santa. The souls are like Egyptians. Here we have the gremlins, we have everything. But with our current firepower, we should be able to beat these guys no matter what. Take that. Let's increase the attack power. Let's go for Sphere of Magma. Nice. Let's kill the mage. Priest, in this case. Gremlins. They only have 15 hit points. They must be worker units. Increase mana restoration by 1 or health regeneration by 4. Well, pretty much that's an easy choice. 4 against 1.
Thank you for saving us, stranger. You are traveling to our capital. You should know that there are 3 roads leading there.
Alright, 3 roads.
The west, Diplomats Road in the east, and the road. Warriors in the center. Choose the one that is to your liking.
Nice. We get to choose. I'll take the diplomat's path, if I remember correctly. To the east. This is the diplomat's path. Right, this is the warrior's path. I think he refers to this one. Well, let's look at them like this. Center, east and west. Alright. No. I chose the other one. Let's use Sphere of Magma. Yeah, I should really learn how to use that new power. They're unaffected by magic. Nice. That's always great. But sadly, I think you're no match for my legendary speed. How about Tree of Life? Alright, they are not affected by magic. Forgot. Well, but at least that will heal me. I also can't use Curse, so... Come over here then. We will have to deal with these things. Like this, apparently. Alright, my attacks are pretty much extremely powerful at this point. I should attack them. Well, you could see that mission was like a transition mission. All of these ones are actually like transition missions, if you ask me. Did that affect me? Yes. Here I have Berserk. Come on, Elhand, get rid of them. You have an extra 50% damage bonus. Let's use wind arrows on top of that. Let's get rid of these guys. Regeneration elixir. $74, $74, $74, $74, $74. There we go. Our summon is going to fade anytime soon, and look at that, we have some money. We can replace the potions that we had to sell last time. Battle with poison, restoration elixir. Hey, these potions are kind of like the worst versions. They are like the minor potions. We'll go for Alchemist Fire, and we'll leave some of those there. Some points just in case we stumble upon another Alchemist lab. Add 8% movement speed or add 12% to attack rate. Damn. If there's one thing I learned during that demon boss fight, that devil boss fight on Friday, it's that attack rate is actually important, contrary to popular belief, and by that I mean my belief or my previous belief. Besides, our movement speed is not bad precisely. Let's have the attack rate. That should be quite fast. Let's begin with Frost. I assume those are enemies. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Diplomat's path. Because, you know, I want to kind of like finish with this game as soon as I can, so we can get to the final analysis. I think I've seen most of the elements that actually could potentially make this game great or not at this point. Alright, with Curse and Tree of Life we should be able to beat these guys. And no, that's terrible for this level. Let's leave it at. Let's leave it like this. Let's just leave it like this. The camera. Alright. Enemies. I'm getting tired of this. Lightning Storm. Curse as well. How I do things. Those guys, those three guys over there must be healing them. No, this one. This one, please. Oh. Now come over here. Look at that speed. He's like a machine gun. Legolas, here you have stiff competition. Damn, I really need to learn how to use that thing. Priest. As you can see, pretty much my build, I won't say it's great, but I could beat the devil on hard mode last time, and at least, as you can see, we can more or less dispatch everything with ease. So, well, health, always remember, health regeneration, mana regeneration, as well, oh, what are these guys? As well as movement speed. Yeti Tribal Chief, let's give them a hand. Let's lend them our help. Let's get rid of those guys. Berserk plus lightning should be enough. Giant Scorpion, that thing seems nasty. Hello, Mr. Yeti. How are you doing?
Stranger, you helped us.
Look at that.
The law of our tribe tells us to help you in return. Where do you hurry?
I must reach the city of frosts before the souls demolish it.
Many foes lie in wait on your way. We'll follow you.
Alright, that's why this is the diplomat's path, I guess. That's great. I made some friends. Look at that. Now I have Yeti friends. They're slow, so I'll bring even more friends with me. Come on, let's get rid of them. But before you get to the battlefield, Enchantress. I assume we also have to protect. Those units. Ah, right. Frost, maybe? Add 6% to attack rate, increase health by 55 points. Attack rate, please. I cannot believe that this guy. Look at that attack speed. Hypnosis. Alright, I think we're doing okay. Here. There's kind of like a mission. Ah, there. Hello, miss?
Thank you, stranger. Where are you hurrying to?
Miss, I need to get to the city of Frost. Reach your capital. Ah, this is our capital.
And together we shall repulse the soul's attack.
That's the idea, miss. That's the idea. Can I produce Enchantress? No. Let's go for Berserk. There we go. That should be more than enough. Come on. Freeze. Hypnosis. Switch between hand-to-hand and ranged combat. And how do these units attack? Let's see. Ah, with those blasts of energy. I think I can see why this is the diplomat's path. It's not because the easy one. It's because you face a greater number of enemies, but you get allies in return. The other ones must be kind of like lone wolf fights. Okay, I think I chose the worst option because like this one requires the control of the battlefield. Whatever. See, that's what happens when you try to choose the easy path. You end up with the worst. Mama, I think that's the capital city. I need to help them somehow. You go berserk. Go berserk. Go. Push them back. Oh my god. You haven't succeeded. The palace is destroyed. Ah. Otto. Well, what am I supposed to do then? Besides, I didn't save. Oh my god. Ah well, but it's a recent save, fortunately. How the fuck am I supposed to what's the palace first of all? Gremlin's abode. Gremlin's abode. Where's the palace? What do I need to protect? Right, that's the palace. Ah, I see. I see the problem. I believe I see the problem. I see the problem. Yeah. I think I took. Ah well. Oh. Yes. Yeah. Pretty much. I see. Ah. Alright, so there's kind of like a good path and a terrible path. Alright. I get it. Aha. I get the idea. Shut up. Ah, right, because I went through this road at the beginning. I took that road. Okay. When we fought those stone skin beasts. Yeah. Because I spent all of that time fighting with those beasts at the beginning. Alright. I get it. Don't do that. Now you know. That way. Right, because remember I went this way first. Oh. Ah no, they are attacking. Ah no, they are attacking right from the beginning of the. Alright, they are attacking right from the beginning. Right from the beginning of the mission. No, alright. They are attacking it right since the beginning of the mission. You should have said that earlier.
Here's a fool for our experiment. Now we'll see whether the golem is truly invulnerable.
I'm a warrior, and not a toy for you wizards. Get out of my way.
Look at him, he dares to snarl. Prepare yourself for death, you insult.
Can I move, please? There we go. Yeah, pretty much we'll have to try every path. I wish you'd all stop attacking. If you can cheat by attacking the palace right since the beginning of what the fuck are those things? Sphinx. 1000 hit points each unit. Alright. Pretty fair. Forget it. The objective here is to survive and get to the palace. Not... Oh, look at that. We have allies here. Today's your lucky day. Because I'm here. Ah, but they're attacking me or what? Ah, no, they're not allies. They're just killing each other. Alright. They're just killing each other. They all hate it. They hate everyone, so... Well. They just hate everyone. Nice try. Sorry, but this is pretty much the only way to protect the palace. I first need to get to the palace to protect it. What I don't understand is it's exactly what...
Is under siege. We must finish off the assailants quickly, in order not to be afraid of a strike into the back.
Whatever. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, Elhans. Everyone's killing each other. This is absolute chaos. I will just attack the ones that... Ah, look at that. They followed me all the way over here. Ain't that cute? No. Keep killing. Ah, the golems. Look at that, my friend. Stone Spirit. I'll just attack things that actually attack the palace. Ah, that's right, the golem is helping me. Then I can kill the golem. This was pretty much the worst mission objective I've seen. Elhand enters the palace of the regent of the cryo race. Yeah, let's just ignore that there are like 4 armies killing each other outside of the palace. Let's absolutely ignore that fact and let's continue. Ignore that fact. But yeah, terrible mission structure, if you ask me. There should be at least a timer, just like in StarCraft Brood War. 30 minutes, something like that. These are the souls, right, or whatever they may be. So we went from snow to a desert. Yeah, pretty.
Help me, stranger.
Pretty irrational. How should I help you? Ah. Ain't that thing slowed down? Yeah. There you go. They're dead.
Who are you? And why are they chasing you?
My name is Torgilon. I was a slave in the Sal's pyramid.
I'm looking for the gem. I've been told that it is hidden inside the pyramid. How can I get there?
Go into the depths of the island. The Sal's fight each other for power. The wizards grapple with the priests. Only this ensured my escape. It may help you to reach the pyramid as well. Good luck, stranger. Thanks for your help.
Goodbye. Let's see what we can do about this. So I assume we already have the second gem when we entered that cryo palace. And here we just...
Hey, you! Hey, mercenary! Help us!
I'm not a mercenary. See, we both replied that at the same time.
You insult us with a refusal? Soldiers, kill that stranger! He's at one with the traitors!
They are killing each other. This is hilarious. But maybe I can get rid of these guys. Wait, these guys are not attacking me. Some of the soul units are not attacking me. Just in case you need some insight, soul means sun in Spanish. I don't know why they used that name, but well, it means sun. They would be the suns.
Idolaters got what they deserved. Nobody can beat the wizards of the fiery hand.
I'm Elat, ranger from Atlas.
Never heard of such land. No, it's not a one.
Who cares about your shitty land? Come on, you are here in the desert.
You fight well, though, Ranger, and I'm ready to pay you for small combat.
No fights, wizard. I must hurry. There is no time. I need to get into the pyramid.
I love this guy. We just met and he saw that I know that I know how to kill units, and he tells me, "Well, let's fight." Ooh, we are macaques. Let's fight. Hmm.
blades on the cryoliths. Seizing it will be an easy task. Just kill the priest who possesses the eye.
If I am not equal to the Sphinxes, I will deal with your eye.
If you're serious about measuring your strength with the Sphinxes, you may as well jump from the Shambhalas Edge straight away. It will make your death far less painful.
Alright. We'll see about that. I could kill a devil. Let's see if your sphinxes are more powerful. Alright. The sphinxes or manipulating the cyclops? How do I know where to go? Let's first try storming the place up front. The spiders are not attacking me. See, they love me. Where are those? What's this? Slaves.
Thank you, stranger. Help. What's happened? We are dying of thirst. We've run out of water. They have water in the village, but we can't defeat the guard.
Alright, if I go to the village and manipulate the cyclops, I will also save these guys. Alright, let's see. Is this the village or what? I don't know where I'm going. Those cyclops. That looks like a village. I don't know. Really? Oh, those guys, they are. Stupid cyclops, they are also quite fast. Stop right there. Stop. What? My God. What to do, what to do. Could you guys go back the way you came? I was just passing by. I haven't seen a single sphinx at all. What's this place? Don't worry, I'll reset eventually. I can't understand. I can see a sphinx there. But I'm more worried about the cyclops than all of these guys. Here I see dragons. I don't know. Oh, alright. They've killed me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what sphinxes he's referring to. Pretty much I don't know what to do here. Library. Ah, well, I may be able to sell these things. Yeah, finally, this is genius. I'll find now. Sell. What do you have for me? Earthquake. Stone Skin. Statue of Outrage. The caster creates a magical statue that attracts the attention of all enemy warriors in its vicinity. They run towards the statue and attack, ignoring orders. Statue strength. Well, let me buy that. Lightning Storm, I already have that. Well. No, this one is pretty much against these structures. The only one I'm lacking is this one as well. We have Curse. I assume, yeah, this Fear of Magma, it's an exclusive spell that you only get by killing the demon. Alright. So, let's take the west path. Let's take the west path then. Let's see if we can fight the so-called Sphinxes over there. He's set to the north of here, but both, actually both, that's right, I don't know. Both paths lead to the north. So, yeah. Whoa, my attack really improved. Or at least my attack speed. I don't know about my base damage. But my attack rate really improved. There we go. Dead, and dead. Oh. I think that's the village. Ah, there we go, that guy. Yes, this is the village. There are some flying things coming this way. Oh, those are harpies. Careful, those suck your mana when they hit you. No, what are you doing? Why are you attacking Cyclops? Let's kill everything. I need some room. Let's curse those things. I don't think we can deal with these guys. These guys they are the worst of the worst. So pesky, those ogres. They deal a lot of area of effect damage. They are not slow at all. They are quite fast, in fact. Look at that. Today it's been only 1 hour and 15 minutes and we've already completed 2 missions. Look at that. Can we freeze these guys? I love how the harpies come this way and then... No. I love how the ogres are faster in this game than flying units. The ogres in this game are OP. Clearly, the person who designed this game loved ogres 100%. They said, make them OP. Come on, they are the ogres after all. Don't you see that they are cute? They need to be OP. Usually that's what happens. Usually the cute things, cute units end up being OP. Just look at the fairy type Pokemon during this 6th generation. There we go. Take care of your mess. Yours. Come on, guys. You want me to infiltrate over there? Well, get rid of the harpies. Do we have a deal or not? Yeah, we have a deal. There we go. There we go. Ring of Life. That one could be lethal to some extent. Here we have the welcoming committee, the welcoming party. The welcome party all over the place. He should go. That thing should go down pretty fast. We already have 2 rings of life. I think I'm going to go for a 3rd one. Alright. That one. And also I get some mana regeneration. 2 mana regeneration. I'm just a bit slower. If I need the speed, I'll change the rings once again. I would go for Sphere of Magma if I didn't knew that this thing is probably also immune to knockback. Come on, we need to get rid of that thing. That's it. Don't move. Don't move. That's my luck, you see? That's my luck. Whatever. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of this guy once and for all. Come on, attack him while I tank. Freeze that thing, please. Freeze. There we go. Get rid of him once and for all. I'm sick of this guy. Lightning Storm, maybe he's weak to lightning. Yeah, he's weak to lightning. Should have gone for that earlier. Defense against piercing damage, 6% movement speed. There we go, we recovered some movement speed. Oh, what's that? Sorcerer's Talisman. Sorcerer's Talisman. Oh. Spell power, maximum mana, blah 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 blah. Ring of life, ring of life. My health regeneration should be 8, 55. That's not good enough if you ask me. Oh. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah. We have some restoration elixirs. Sell. Well, I know where to come back if I ever get some money. Let me see. Alright, where were we? Before those stupid harpies and those cyclops interrupted me. Alright, I was about to cast a sphere of magma on you. I was about to kill you all. Curse those guys. Call of Nature. Where was that? What I had to kill. I actually had to kill these guys. Give me Berserk. Only give me Berserk, because if I use that here, my units will receive more damage. That's not what we want. But instead I'm not being attacked that much. So this is our chance. Let's get rid of these guys. '86, 86, 86. There we go. 86, 86, 86, 87, 86, 87, 86, 87, 86, 86, 86. There we go. Eye of Heart to Alon. Wasn't this the thing that that guy wanted? Artifact Master. What? Can't you see I'm shopping? Ah, right. No, that's the Ah, that's the Cyclops. But the other guy I want to. Armored gloves. No, forget it. Boots? No. Bear's Fang is the one I have. Leprechaun's medallion, trading skill, health regeneration. Oh. Let's see, what else do we have? Crown of Lament. I think we acquired this one previously. And I didn't like it. Yeah. Fire Touch. Damage plus 20, 25 attack damage. Plus 25 attack damage. Oh. But it costs 5,000. Damn. Damn. Whoa. Whoa, that thing is OP. Spider globes. Spider's globes. No, but they reduce movement speed. Damn. I wish I had more mana. Wish I had more mana. Why is it that cloaks are also terrible? I need those globes. I know about mana restoration minus 16. Ah. Well, I will need a lot of extra mana restoration. Well, and maximum mana minus 125. But anyways, I think the damage more than makes up for it. Damn. I shouldn't have sold it. Defense against attack rate plus 15%. No, movement speed. No, this one's better. What could I possibly sell? Well, nothing. I cannot purchase them. Sorry, at least not now. Maybe if I kill some things. No, but I have to escort the Cyclops back to the temple. Here.
Invincible now. So, what did you want to tell me about the secret path? You still want to get inside the universe? Well, listen. There's a maze to the east of the pyramid, where the miner draws right. The entrance to the universum lies at the end of the maze, but it is sealed by a spell. When you stand at the door, say, "Open up, Salam," and it will fly open before you.
Okay, there you have your Cyclops. Enjoy it. What? It's going to attack me. Ah. Yep, apparently it's going to attack all of us. He's mad. He's mad, boy. He is mad. $150, 44, 144. Why is it that he can block attacks? Damn. I deal so much damage that that guy attacked me. Oh. But he also killed the guy that was trying to control him, so great. He said it to the east, though. Yeah, he said it to the east, but to the east, it's where all of the monsters that killed me previously are. Let me check this place out before we proceed. Ah, I love it when constructions are flying. That's a nice touch. What? What are you doing? Oh my god, this guy. Oh my god, this guy. Hit that scorpion at once. Come on. Let's see if we can gather the money to buy those gloves. Ah, more spiders. Damn, they're affecting my movement speed. That tree is going to expire, yeah, any second now. Here we have that extra mission. My progress. We were completing missions pretty fast. But my progress has been stopped. Yeah, I know. You're dying, you need water. I'll see what I can do about that. They're coming this way. Again, Cyclops again. This time around, we'll go for lightning damage. That's right, all of you. Stay over here. Go for that one. For the big one. See if you can curse them. That'll force them to deal much less damage. Freeze. Alright, I can deal with the smaller ones, I believe. Yeah, my health regeneration is simply too good. Yeah, I know that it's difficult to notice, but the insane amount of damage output that I'm doing is beyond imaginable. Mana pool by 40, attack value by 2. There we go. Oh, what's going on? He stopped moving. And here, okay, I was thinking, why is he standing over there? Why is he standing still over there? I think Tree of Life plus Curse also works for individual enemies, and I won't need to evade them. I love how the big spider is actually weaker, so it acts as a trap, and they get that extra attack speed. Like Legion Belt. Come on, I need money to get those things, those fire globes. Right. We already have almost 1600. 1600 coins. We should get some more. Curse, come on. Ah, so cute. What are you waiting for? Get rid of them. I bet those things will give me a lot of coins. Well, not. No. Oh. Ouch. There we go. Hey, I can see a sphinx there. Maybe this is the correct path. I don't know, at this point I'm just trying to attack them. Let's see if you are so tough. Ah, well. 1 damage. Are you serious? So these things are immortal. 100, 100. Ah, right, nice. So they're immortal. Invulnerable to damage. Oh, can I freeze them? Let's say wind arrows. Let's see what we can do to cause some damage to these things. Let's see if they are actually so immortal. No, a sphere of magma actually dealt some damage. They're just immune to physical attacks. Let's see. Sphere of lightning. Look at that, they are vulnerable to sphere of lightning. They are vulnerable to lightning. They're just immune against physical attacks. Alright. We'll wait for the lightning storm to recharge, and I have an idea. I'll couple Berserk. I'll couple Berserk with Lightning Storm. Let's see how that turns out. Alright. Here I am. Attack me if you dare. Come on, you have the advantage. There it is. Let's see. One of them is down. That's easy. Pretty easy. I can see 3. Oh. Oh, my friends, the harpies. How could I forget about all of you? How could I forget about the harpies? Ready to ruin my strategy. Right, let's get rid of the harpies. Let's get rid of the harpies, then we can proceed to continue attacking the Sphinx. Sorry, the Sphinxes. There were a lot of them. Anyways, I don't have any mana. I know, but these ones silence you, actually. If they attack you, they don't... Well, they silence you, they don't actually drain your mana. Ah! They're also coming for me. They're coming for me. Right, I'll have to use 2 hands, evidently. I have all day. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. My quarrel is with these sphinxes. So perfectly, look at that. So perfectly crammed at a single spot. Look at that. Curse. I should assign Ice Arrow at this point, but I will. I should have used Ice Arrow, but I will. I should have gone for Ice Arrow. Oh well. Damn. There we go, Lightning Storm. That should get rid of him. Okay. Damn. That only healed me, but well. Here, enjoy this. Enjoy your curse. Truly, I need Ice Arrow back for these cases. All right, let's go. Attack those priests. Someone's running out of options, and that's not me for the first time. That's not me for a change. Attack range, health. Let me recover some health, because I think only the sphinxes remain right now, because we've killed all of the soldiers at this point. We just need to kill these sphinxes. And look at that, I have a Lightning Storm ready. I don't know, there are some more priests over there. Let me see. Let's go for Sphere of Magma first, and then we'll go for Lightning Storm. Pretty much the only thing that can kill those Sphinxes. There we go. One of them is down. They are immune to physical damage, so we'll have to wait for Lightning Storm to recharge. Let's get rid of the different units. Those priests. Let me see what I can do. Frost, maybe? We could freeze them. Could freeze them, and don't worry, those guys. There's nothing they can do. Let's get rid of the priests. And now... I don't have enough mana for the Lightning Storm. Here. This should take care of the Sphinx, and there we go. And deal some minor damage to them as well. Careful with those fireballs, and we could go for Curse. Damn. Damn. See why not only health regeneration and mana regeneration are needed at this point. Wait, we are level 99. That's insane. But you also need insane attack speed by the time you reach this level. Let's go for another Sphere of Lightning. There we go. I think they also have healers. If we could kill that devil on Friday, I think we pretty much can deal with everything these souls can send this way. Alright, there we go. They just have one more Sphinx, which we're going to dispatch soon enough. There you can see it, 1, 1, 1. That thing is immune. Alright, let's go for Lightning Storm. I honestly thought we would get to the final analysis on Friday, but well. Apparently the game had other plans for us. There we go. They pretty much die in one blow if you use lightning damage. Let's go for Call of Nature. Let's go for Call of Nature. Plus Berserk to storm the main entry. I think that's the objective pretty much, right? Yeah, that's the objective. I need some lightning to deal with that thing. Let's do this. Go over there. I'll take care of that one. And in the meantime, let's freeze them over there. Wait, I can see. Wait, I can see two more. Oh, look at that. Let's get rid of this one. Yep, they're pretty much immune to everything except for lightning. Yep. Oh, there's like the extremely powerful Sphinx up ahead. What? That thing has 10,000 health. 10,000 health. My god. Uh, yep, we need more lightning. We need more lightning damage. There we go. Alright. Alright. Now, I love how I I completed the secondary objective. Let's get back there. Let's see if we can buy those globes. No, I still don't have it. There's no loot. I love how I completed the secondary objective and then went ahead, blue dragon, and then went ahead and and took the most difficult path, the hardest path, immediately afterwards. Gotta love unlocking literally the easiest path ever and then just ignoring all of your advantage and going for the most difficult path. Oh, that's what we do here. That should slow that thing down. Come on. How about lightning? Lightning has been useful here so far. It's not letting me use a sphere of lightning. Come on, just a bit more. A bit more of damage. 700. Damn, I really improved my attack rate. There we go. Fire touch. Oh wait. Those are the globes that cast 5,000 coins. Look at that. 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 Well, but my mana restoration pretty much sucks right now. So let's balance that. Let's buy some things to compensate for that. But well, my attack rate and my base attack damage should be beyond legendary. So well. Movement speed plus 20. 25, well, let's see. No, this is absolutely horrible. Mana restoration. We desperately need. Oh. No. Mana regeneration here. Crown of Lament. Sadly, I don't have 2 heads, but we'll need that. I'll lose 10% movement speed. Let's see, 40 mana restoration and 53 health regeneration. Well, that's decent enough, but the important thing is that our attack rate is 250. That should be more than enough to deal with pretty much any boss. I mean, pretty much any boss that isn't immune to physical damage, such as those sphinxes. So we'll go back and grab some potions. Health mana restoration 1, health restoration 3. Well, I feel tempted to go for mana restoration because of what I just did. I cannot let 3 health regeneration slip. Library, I cannot pass on it. What's that? Damn, they don't have the restoration elixir. They don't have the elixir. The restoration elixir. Let's try our new damage. Oh. Oh, that was fast. Ah! Do I get to kill more things or what? Why did I end up over here? Why did I end up over here? I'm pretty sure this wasn't the objective at all. Get out of there, Elhand. Get out of there. They've already sucked my mana or what? No, they've silenced me. Where am I? Where am I? I just wanted to... Oh.
Dwarves, how did you get here?
We flew after you, but the Soul's vessels damaged our ark. An engine's part fell not far away from here, at the island's verge. 2 of our men went there to retrieve it, but they've not come back.
I'll bring you what you need.
I don't know why I ended up here. I didn't want to come over here. I'm still silenced. See, that's why you don't let harpies lay a finger on you. And you must immediately run. Well, I was over here, alright. Pretty interesting, I guess. Pretty interesting. I guess I could get a lot of money here and buy those gloves, but I already have them and I don't have 4 hands. So, and also there are no restoration elixirs here, so well, you get the point. There's literally no point in continue fighting. There we go. That one has two heads, or no, we're talking about 2 dragons instead. I remember when these things were threatening, like 2 weeks ago, but they are no longer threatening. Let's see those ogres. Let's see what we can do. With these and with curse, that should be enough to get rid of them. There we go. That should reduce their damage and also enhance my hit point regeneration. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Oh, there's more. There's more of them coming before. Terrible mistake. There we go. Goodbye. Let's get back to the main mission. Don't worry, that's not... I cannot click on that. It's a bug or something like that. So where were we before all of this? Here. This guy says... He says that we will be unable to enter the universum or whatever that thing may be and get the gem. Wrong. I believe that... Oh, look at that. We are level 100. Wrong. I believe that with our attack speed and everything, we will beat those things. Let's see. At least I'm stubborn enough to try. Well, I have Berserk, so let's see if coupled with that. 21, ideal 21 damage. That's enough. That thing has 10,000 health, but I can do it. Freeze. I can do it. Come on. We could beat the demon. 21, 21, 21, 21. With our attack speed, we should be able to do it. Is that thing affected by that? Because the thing is quite slow. Yeah, look at that. He can barely move. That's the idea. Alright, well, most of my attacks don't cause much damage, only 21. There we go. That's 1000 damage. We can do it. Definitely. Ah, look at that. It stopped moving for a sec. There it is. Can I freeze that thing? We'll need another tree. Yep. What? It's regenerating health? Yeah, it's regenerating health. Look at that. Just like the demon. I can't beat that thing. How about Celestial Light? No, it doesn't deal much damage. Damn, that thing is recovering health. No, that thing is recovering health. Pretty much a trap. Okay, so it won't kill me, but I cannot kill that thing as well. No, it regenerates health. It regenerates health. Interesting. It's back at... yeah, it's back at 10,000. Alright, yeah, pretty much. That thing is impossible to kill. It's there to just mock us. I'm not trying to kill that 2 hours as we did with the demon. I don't think I have the firepower because that thing is immune to physical attacks. Not even with all of my upgrades. So... where should I go then? The journal. Go into the depth of the island, this old fight each... ah, no, this is old. Here. No, here. No, slave, no, priest. You still want to get inside the Universum? Well, listen, there's a maze to the east of the pyramid where the Minotaurs dwell. That thing has horns, so we should go over there. Yeah, this is the correct path. Alright, the back door. I see a scorpion. The Minotaurs dwell. The entrance to the Universum lies in the end of the maze, but it is sealed by a spell. When you hit the door, open up, Solar Beam, and it will fire. Alright. Wait. What's going on? Luckily, the screen becomes absolutely red. See, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. Doesn't matter. I can die once. Anyways, it was quite close. 270. And I killed that thing on my own without any kind of buffs. That means my skill tree is beyond legendary. Where's that thing? How about we use our abilities? How about that? I think they're leading me to the entrance. But well. There we go. That was pretty close. 8,000. I don't care as long as you don't regenerate health at an alarmingly fast rate. I pretty much think you're dead. Lightning Storm. There we go. Lightning Storm paralyzes some units. 1000? Look at that. 8000 damage. In a matter of seconds. We're doing okay then. Let's see this maze. It's full of minotaurs. Where's the pyramid? Oh. There's only one way, and it's this one. Yep, pretty much. How about I curse that guy? With curse plus health regeneration for me, that should be enough. Oh, no, you can no longer move. You are frozen. They don't deal that much damage. Paralyzed. It must be because I'm using Lightning Storm a lot. It must stun enemies now that it has increased in level. 96. There we go. Look at that. All of that damage is done by me. 100, 100 every second. So fast. 100 per second. It's 100 per second. Incredible. Our build, it's legendary. At this point. Level 100. Oh, there we go. 79, 79. Let's curse that thing. Let's reduce its attack. 102. Good, we are improving it. Let's see. It's difficult for him to breach through my health regeneration defenses. To breach my health regeneration. He can't break through. Nope. Oh. Over here, I assume. Damn, this level was quite tedious. Killing random beasts all over the place. Curse. Ah, but there's two of them. I'll be in trouble. Can we freeze them? There we go, one at a time. Let's heal ourselves. I cannot imagine playing this with a different build at this point. Because I think pretty much any other option would simply not be viable. Simply wouldn't be viable. If you are not going for this specific build on hard mode, at least it's the only way. There's a third one. Let's lure that guy. There's more of them. Let's go for Call of Nature. Otherwise it will take a lot of time. That should do it. Curse. Let's reduce their attack. I don't need heals. I'm at full health. Yeah, but at this point, honestly, I cannot imagine going for other build because it's simply impossible to beat the game on hard mode with any other build, if you ask me. You need insane health regeneration, insane speed, insane mana regeneration, and well, if you can add this incredible attack rate, well, even better. And base damage. My base damage actually isn't good. My attack speed is quite good. Dead End? Could it be? Give me the standard view. Ah, right, this way. Alright, nice. Nice strategy. Attacking. Dealing damage through. Walls. Oh, whatever. Lightning Storm. One 105, 102, 105, 102, 105, 102. See? 102. See? 102 damage per second. That's insane, considering my attack speed. I mean, if I had a terrible attack speed, I would need more base damage, but my value perfectly calculated. Next one. I am able to fairly complete the... What, is this the end? No, that must be the blocked door. What? That one died pretty fast. Oh. Whatever. Can I curse it? Can I curse that dragon? Planning. There you go. Is this the door? No. It's a dead end. I think this guy scammed us. Where's that famous door? Where's that secret entrance? There. Maybe there. I don't know. I think I'm a bit lost. Priest. Where is that? The Heroes? Well, there's a maze. In the end of the maze, sealed by a spell. And what's the end of the maze? I'm pretty sure it was the other one. The way I was... Damn. The way I came from. Well, let's kill everything. $62. These ones are a bit tougher, apparently. Anyways, it's a lot of damage. Ah, it's because I don't have Berserk. Yep, I needed Berserk. the end of the maze, sealed by a spell. When you stand at the door, say blah blah blah. Alright, so we're looking for a door and the end of the maze. There we go. Door. Door. Where's the door? It's not here. Nope. Nope, that's a dead end. So, where's the door? Ah, there we go. Ah, I was there a minute ago. If you want, you can come with me, but no. Alright, I found it. See? See why an objectives chart is needed? It's actually needed instead of those dialogues. I hate it when games do that. And they don't tell you what the fuck to do. Low attack rate. Alright, even faster. Faster than light. Alright, I need to be careful because I have Berserk. That makes me vulnerable. Even though 109 damage, that's insane. Chuk 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 chuk. Easy. Clap. Easy. Whoa. That one died pretty.
I found it! Open up! Salvin! Hey! It worked!
So, it worked. Victory! Elhand enters the dungeons of the pyramid. Damn, I think we're going to face the... How many missions have I done today? This is the 4th mission, right? 2. That was the 3rd one. Yeah, this is the 4th mission of today. Damn, there's a whole army inside of this. Oh, there's like an avatar of Anubis. Well, let's see the time. Let's see the time. Alright. 2 hours and 15 minutes. We could play a bit more. Anyways, I have to finish this game, no matter what. Damn. I believe that if you...
The undead forces must be suppressing the elves by now. Soon our foes will seize Octon's tomb. We must hurry. Any delay now means death.
If you say so. I'm doing things as fast as I can here. Alright, that's the correct path. Pretty much the one that we saw in the cinematic. Yeah. I guess it's me against a whole army at this point. So let's go. Yeah. Me alone against the whole army. That's pretty fair. Pretty fair. There you go. Freeze those catapults. I don't care about the rest. There we go. Damn. They deal pretty heavy damage. Alright, we'll use that corner. Curse them. Slow them down and curse them. There's nothing they can do. Not with my increased attack. And this is a group, so I'll go for lining. Okay. Oh. More of them. Yeah, after beating that demon on Friday, I'm pretty much not afraid of these guys. Freeze, or better yet, be cursed. I can go for Berserk to speed up the process. I love how the idea of a one-man army in this game is kind of like constant. It's definitely constant. I think this is the fourth mission of today. I'm like chewing through content at the speed of light. Kind of like finishing the game at supersonic speed. Oh well, they're coming for me. Sphere of magma maybe may help me. But I want to detonate it right over there. Please detonate. No, it never works. It never works at this point. That's what I get for fighting the demon, I guess. I'm pretty much abusing my mana regeneration. I shouldn't be doing that. There we go. Curse them. That should do it. That should do it. Look at that. Well. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Wait, maybe I could use some different magic. Statue of Outrage, Pestilence, stinging enemies. Alright. No. That one. Oh no. Genie Summon. No. That one's not good. I'm wasting my summon pretty much, but well. It's going to I was going to recast it anyways. Anyways, there's a Sphinx besides. Lightning Storm. There we go. Paralyzed and dispatched. Let's see, they have another Sphinx. So I'll need at least one more Lightning Storm. As well as what are we going up against over there? There it is. Ah, I cannot select him. I cannot select that beast. How about this? No, I cannot select that thing. This is permanent. is this genie permanent until I kill him? Where's genius? Hero sets genie free. Whatever. Let's see what we can do. How's my mana? Oh, it regenerates my mana. Even faster, I assume. Caster, wait. Genie summon, the caster summons a genie. But does it have an expiration time? Does it expire? I don't think that thing expires. My mana is back at almost full capabilities. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. These reinformations. I need kind of like a massive area of effect attack weight, because otherwise this will be such, and it's not this sphere of magma. Oh, whatever. Whatever. I don't have any decent area of effect damage. Pestilence. Slows them down. I love how this sphere of magma is useless. Even though it's the price I got from killing the demon. Ah, what's going on? Ah, well, the genie summon kills you. Look at that. Attack, come on. Ah, it's killing me. Useless. Absolutely useless then. Ah no, it's useless. That spell is useless. I'm going to sell it right away. Once we get to a shop. If we ever get to a shop. Oh. What? Look at that. That's quality. That's quality animations. Oh. That was unexpected. Being attacked from behind. Our stand shall be there. Bring back Ice Arrow. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ice Arrow, please, please, come back. Damn, I lost my slot. Or whatever. Damn. I should have never... 6% attack rate. I should have never... Right click here. Anything. I don't know. Celestial light. Damn. Pestilence. Really, the slot assigning mechanic is also one thing I've been complaining about. Damn. Well, we have this. Let's see. Let's try this out. Ah, well. That's better. Good. That'll be... Alright, if I couple Frost with Pestilence, that should be quite good. So... remove that. I need Lightning Storm. So if I move this here... I move this... Well, no. Besides, I kind of like... I have to waste mana to just change these slots from those... the spells from their slots. Alright, let's try that Pestilence, shall we? More or less over here. Oh. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good. Besides the cooldown, it's quite fast and it only costs 85 mana. Pretty good. Alright, we'll have to leave it. No, but I need Lightning Storm to deal with. Ice Arrow. Ah, more guards spawn over there. It's endless. Nice. Let's see what would have been the damage with Ice Arrow. Let's see. Doesn't kill them at once, but well, not bad. You need like an instant kill bottom, but that doesn't exist. Lightning Storm, it's the most. Alright, Genie Summon. So I have to wait for my mana to regenerate to change these slots. See, that's terrible gameplay decisions. There we go. No. It killed me, natural. Stay over here. I need to assign my spells. Pretty much, that was even something positive at this point. I have to right click and then they kind of like go there. Genie Summon. Celestial Light. No, but I need to think fast. I need Lightning, but Celestial Light has helped me. So this Pestilence anyways. Well, damage increases with levels. Small amount of damage. Fall onto the ground, sustain high damage. These are surrounded. Wait, by a thick lamp, which increases their defensive values but makes them immobile. Okay, but it increases their defensive values. This one doesn't cast any mana, so all pretty much mandatory. Whatever. Then I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, pretty much Sphere of Lightning, it's mandatory. For example, in this case. What? You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. That's it. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much frost is mandatory. No, I cannot die again. I cannot die again. I cannot afford to die again. Ah, damn those guys. When will they stop bothering? Damn. Can't even move. Another wave of those guys. Okay. I'm getting passed through them. Let's try. No. If you're spawning, if you're endlessly spawning guys over there, forget it. Forget it. That's simply not fair. If you will simply spawn guys at your leisure over there, grab that. Two can play that game. Let's get straight to the final boss, or whatever this.
You reprobate! Who dares to enter the holy sanctum of my people?
I do.
I do not know what brought you here, but you will never leave.
I have come for the gems. Give them to me. Now.
Well, imputed spirit, come, take them.
Okay. Let me see your health. 2000 health? You have to be joking. What? I cannot move. Ah, nice. So this is a trick. Give me that. Right. What? I evaded that. So it's unavoidable. So look at that, it's unavoidable. 100% unavoidable. Oh, where would this? Go ahead. Pretty much unavoidable. Nice. Alright. Guard this way, whatever, strange. Let's see how you like this.
You reprobate! Who dares to enter the holy sanctum of my people?
What?
I do not know what brought you here, but
Let me use my potion. Let me use my potion. Come on. What's going on? Had I known that genie would consume my health, I would have sold that spell. Here.
reprobate! Who dares to enter the holy sanctum of my people? I do not know what brought you here, but you will never leave.
Freeze that guy, please. Come on. With my increased attack speed and everything, I should be able to take down that guy easily. Well, when he's not immune to damage. Let's see. Alright. He's immune to physical damage, just like these things. Let's try lining them. 800, yeah. Pretty much a single. Let's not waste our physical attacks. Alright, that's unavoidable. Here. I just need to survive until I get a second. Let's freeze that guy. Let's freeze that guy. Anyways, I cannot deal damage to him. Unless I have lightning. Rats, scorpions, whatever. There you go. I just need to dispatch the rest of these guys. Oh well. Let me spawn over there. Now that you don't have your OP automatic attack, let's see how you guys beat me. L-Hand, let's kill everything on sight. And only these things may survive, but I have line. Let's get rid of the scorpions. Yep, that guy had a pretty OP attack. Well, come on. Use that. There we go. Let's grab that. Enthralled Wind. I don't know what that may be. I have the gem. What now? Do I escape or what? Ah, here. I have the gem. What now? I don't know what to do. I have the gem. Well, do I have to kill these things? That's one dead sphinx. What? I cannot believe sphinx are simply invulnerable to anything that isn't lightning. That's such a stupid level design decision, because it makes the game tedious, not intelligent. Not properly balanced. There you go. Another one dead. Let's see how much damage they deal. 200. Okay. Pretty much I have to evade them until that cooldown resets. I assume that's the exit, isn't it? There's a big scorpion, giant scorpion. Oh. So, theoretically, for the gem of heat. Ah, there was another one. And it was held precisely by that last sphinx. Ah, yeah, right now. Okay. Victory. Having taken possession of the gems, Elhand reaches the top of the pyramid. Maybe this is the ending. We'll explore the ending together, or what? No. No. Will there be base building here? Alright, we are back at fighting the undead again. So
Emmett, you are back. My father died.
okay. Sorry for not showing some empathy, but I'm a bit tired at this point. We did four missions tonight.
Shelter for the citizens.
And so we ran away into the body there.
I am here now, Papa. We will build up a strong defense line. Have you found the gems, Ranger? Yes, I have them with me. Take them, Sage. Only the one that belongs to Necros is missing.
Right, the undead have that one.
When I come to the grave, Necros will try to cut his way to it for sure. You must take his gem from him. The chances of us succeeding are slim. Mechanics have sent a large ark to transport their relatives from the dungeons. There are only a few of us left, and it can easily lift us. Lana, tell the mechanicians captain to take the elves aboard as well.
Okay, Emmett.
Druid, make haste to the tomb, and I shall hold back the undead.
Oh, the big one. Alright. I think this is it for tonight. Yeah. It continues. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much I think I have a base here, right? Do I have a base? No. Ah, it's not a... yeah, I have a base, right? Can I control? No. I can't. Okay, so we just have to hold out. Yeah, well, we're not doing this today. Way too much. It's way too much. It's way too much for me. Let's go back to the main. The Great Ritual. Yeah, we're not even sure that's the ending. Well, we did four missions, 4 baseless exploration missions tonight. Clearly, this tendency that this game has to the game clearly has a tendency which involves a lot of baseless exploration missions. Way too many for my taste, if I am to be honest. Way too many baseless exploration missions. That's not something you want in an RTS game. This could easily be an RPG, an isometric action RPG, and this is an RTS game. And I don't like that. I don't like the terrible pathfinding for the ships. I don't objectively. The plot is next to non-existent. There isn't a cohesively developed plot between different levels. There's no base building mechanics for most of the campaign. I think only 3 scenarios had that. So it's basically Blizzard's hero system multiplied by 100%. Absolutely multiplied by 100%. This thing has so many flaws, and only the core gameplay mechanics are excellent, which are the pathfinding for the ground units, the skirmish mode would be quite good because of all this, the pathfinding for the units, the fighting with the units, the combat system, let's say, It's smooth. They all deal damage pretty smoothly. There are no pathfinding issues. The fact that the archers have to be in a minimum range, they're all things that I can appreciate. But as far as single player goes, using a whole campaign, no, it's not a tutorial for multiplayer or for skirmish mode, but the whole campaign, it's literally baseless exploration. There's no base building. You just use your hero unit. This game's campaign is much more similar to an MMORPG played on your own, or an isometric action RPG like Diablo 3. I don't know. It's a very, very, very questionable level design decision, because this is not an isometric action RPG. This is an RTS, and there are no base building mechanics at all. I think only 3 out of 11 levels, or even more, because today we did 4. No, more, much, many more. No. It's like 14 levels out. 14 levels, yeah. 3 levels out of 14 have base building mechanics. Why would you play this if you're looking for an RTS? Just go play, I don't know, an MMORPG, an isometric action RPG, even a MOBA at this point, because it's it's Blizzard's hero system multiplied by 100%. It's just imagine for a second if Warcraft 3, the campaign for Warcraft 3 consisted exclusively of baseless exploration missions. They give you Arthas. I will repeat all of this during the analysis, but just so you have an idea on this. Why am I bashing the game so much if we are not at the final analysis yet? It's as if I grabbed Arthas, the hero unit system, the classic Blizzard's hero system. If I grabbed Arthas or Sylvanas or any hero unit, and I just told you, well, there you go, there you have your hero unit. Now destroy everything on the map exclusively with that hero unit. I imagine Warcraft 3 wouldn't be the gem that it is if the campaign, it wouldn't be the gem that we all love and know if the campaign was, or if the campaign exclusively consisted of using Arthas to destroy everything on the map. You know what I mean? I'm sure you get it. It's like using, I am absolutely astonished. It's like using your hero unit throughout the whole campaign to simply, it's your hero unit, it's a one-man army against the world. It's incredible. How could someone ever believe that this was the correct level design decision and gameplay decision? It's so boring, and it lacks pace so much that it how do I put it? I'm so pissed that it's difficult to explain it. I'll get to all of these during the final analysis, but all of the effort put by the developer into creating smooth pathfinding, smooth gameplay mechanics, smooth MMORPG fights, kind of like the devil fight we did last time, which was great. And all of the base building mechanics, everything, all of that effort is pretty much wasted because of the terrible level design decision. Instead of giving you a base, and since it's an RTS, and telling you, well, it's you versus 3 hard artificial intelligences, or something like that, or a defense mission, which we're about to do, but only, 3 or or I don't know, five missions out of 14 in which you have control of your base, of a base, and it's actually an RTS. The rest of the time, this game it's an isometric action RPG. Why? Why? I honestly don't understand this level design choice, this decision to make the whole campaign, yeah, making the whole campaign a baseless exploration mission with your hero unit. Honestly, it's biggest, one of the biggest failures I've seen in in quite a lot of RTS games. No, sorry. In I've seen in quite a while in which I've been playing a lot of RTS games. Sorry. Uh, I think that's a sign that I'm getting tired because of this gameplay. But honestly, well, I'll save all of my thoughts for the final analysis. But more or less, you have an idea if you watched this section, kind of like isolated from the rest. Well, let's hope we can finish with this thing as soon as we can. I want to get to the final analysis to express all of these things, and well, just so you'll have an idea of what to expect after I finish the game and analyze it. Thanks to anyone who may have taken the time to watch this stream, this YouTube VOD, whatever, if you're watching this as a VOD, and to each one of the followers for the channel. Each one of you uh, truly encourage me to continue showcasing all of these, all of these forgotten gems. I hope that my next forgotten gem, it's, I don't know, different than this one. I know that there will be a lot of people that may argue that Blizzard's hero system it's perfect, but no, pretty much no. I highly disagree with that statement. This game it's absolutely terrible, if you ask me. Well, see you all later. This is it for tonight. We will continue tomorrow. Have a great night of gaming, and we'll see tomorrow on Tuesday. Don't worry, I have another excellent gem prepared for all of you that I'm sure you will enjoy soon enough. All right.